Welcome to Lehmannaudio. Today I have the pleasure to introduce our SSS device feed. Great to have you here. So let's first go through a functional introduction. Why are device feed an issue at all? In a loudspeaker, electrical signals are converted into acoustic vibrations through sound transducers, which are the signal chassis inside the box. If we go the other way around, in a microphone, also a sound transducer, airborne sound is converted into electrical signals. But, and this is important, this principle of microphonics is also working with devices, circuit boards, and even parts. In many cases, unwanted mechanical vibrations are transformed into parasitic electrical signals and are then superimposed to the actual music signal. This is logical in principle. The music signal becomes muddy, less clear, less transparent. For those who think electronics is electronics and mechanics is mechanics, this may sound like voodoo, but unfortunately it is not. Even semiconductor manufacturers like Linear Technology are providing information about unwanted electrical signals caused by mechanical excitation, with strict advice to avoid them as far as possible. So it definitely makes sense to decouple loudspeakers and electronic devices from potentially vibrating surfaces. With loudspeakers in particular, decoupling makes sense because this prevents the floor from booming and resonating. This is where our SSS feed come into play. Here at Lehmannaudio, we combined a textile disc invented by the German engineer Manfred Diesertich with additional materials like soft heavy foil and cork. The textile disc consists of a three-part concentric core where three plastic elements are nested inside each other, so to speak, and these parts are then covered on top and bottom with a textile fabric under a defined mechanical tension. You can imagine the working principle like this of a tightly stretched trampoline. So the first time this principle was tested was some 30 years ago when Diesertich decoupled the CD transport inside a CD player by the means of steel strings. The sonic performance leap of this kind of string suspension was phenomenal. At Lehmannaudio, we have turned this concept of string suspension into a system where the additional materials, cork and soft heavy foil, add up to the total absorption equation with their own absorption coefficients. In terms of overall effect, this means that the sound is tidier, more controlled and cleaner. The superimposed artifacts of the parasitic microvibrations are absent to a high degree. Moreover, the vibration energy is simply converted into heat. I'm happy to say that we have also proven this scientifically through measurements at the Institute for Sound and Vibration Engineering at the University of Applied Sciences in Düsseldorf. The absorption degree that you see here in the measurement diagram is far over 90%. This is how a package of SSS feed looks like when you pick it up at your specialist retailer. We have 4 different types of SSS feed. This is our SSS.1 with a soft heavy foil top cover which has a 4 mm hole in the middle, so you could either screw it underneath any kind of device or simply just place it underneath loudspeakers or products. And this would make the modification of a pair of speakers just a matter of minutes. We have 2 colors for the standard version. These colors are black and silver, and the standard version carries 24 kilograms of load. This means 6 kilograms per foot. The heavy-duty version, which only comes in this shade of gray, can carry 48 kilograms per set of 4 or 12 kilograms per foot. SSS.2 has a spike disc on top, so this will also then be suitable for loudspeakers or, for example, any kind of turntables or all devices that have spikes underneath. And there's a small indent on the top cover so that you could easily place it underneath. Again, black and silver are the standard version carrying 24 kilograms. This grey version is the HD version, which can carry 48 kilograms per set of 4. Our SSS point 3.6 has a 6mm fixed thread on top, so that you could easily fix it underneath loudspeakers or devices which have a 6mm thread. And yeah, again, black and silver for 24 kilograms per set of 4, the grey HD version for 48 kilograms per set of 4. These are the SSS point 3.8 for direct mounting to loudspeakers or devices with an 8mm internal thread. What kind of products are our SSS feet suitable for? In principle, the effect is particularly high for loudspeakers, record players and optical drives. If you have a look at the tiny signal structures of respective media, like record grooves or the pit structure of any kind of optical drive, this is understandable because even vibrations in the micrometer range can do a lot of harm. Because of their proven effectiveness, SSS feet are now not only available at hi-fi stores, but also at pro audio shops. Tube electronics are in many cases very susceptible to micro vibrations, but also standard electronic devices can benefit a lot. An important practical tip, by the way, our SSS feet are not suitable for sliding on the floor. This could damage the cork ring. If you have to relocate any kind of device with the SSS feet mounted underneath, you first have to lift it up vertically, then relocate it and then get it down vertically again, rather than sliding it. So now you are familiar with the family of SSS absorption feet and have some technical insight. For those who want more, electrical or magnetic shielding or a weight capability of more than 70 kilograms, I recommend our absorption platforms, which will be also available very soon. Thank you very much for your attention. See you again on this channel.